evening, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone Conversations with the Ancients. My name's Priscilla, and this is my buddy Heather over here. We are the Crones. And if you're new to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. And well, welcome everybody. But if you're new to this channel, Heather and I are just a couple old ladies.
A year older now.
Yeah, we're getting older all the time, aren't we? But I just wanted to tell you, we're just a couple of old ladies on our spiritual journey, and we welcome everybody here. Take what resonates, leave the rest. We hope you find some joy and some instructions and fun while you're here. And please go like. And please comment in the chat. We love to communicate with the chat, but make sure you use all caps and thank you, White Dragon. Wonderful old ladies. Thank you, White Dragon. Hey, Laura Hammond Davis, Beltane, Lauren Huntsinger. Wonderful to see you guys. It's a good Tuesday. It's a good Tuesday. It was a beautiful day here in Fort Collins. How about you? How was Denver?
It actually got up to almost 70.
It did here too. Oh my God. I can't believe how warm it's getting. I'm ready to pack up my winter clothes.
I know you don't know what to wear because like 3 days ago, we had 7 inches of snow. Now we have 70 degrees.
The weirdest thing. Hey, Diane G, welcome, welcome, welcome. The weirdest thing was Denver had 8 inches of snow. Fort Collins had nothing. I drove to the airport on Friday. There was not any new snow anywhere to be had. And yet Heather was snowed in with 8 inches. And it was gone, what, the next day?
The roads were clear, but we had snow on the ground for about three days. It's pretty well gone now, especially with the weather that we had. So
yeah, the weather's been fantastic. Snow is beginning to melt here in New York, Beltane says.
Yep.
Well,
cool.
You got some cards to read, right?
Yeah, I do. They're talking about and this actually, it's in blues and green, so it's kind of sketchy, but it says up, and that's who we represent. We're looking up, trying to keep ourselves going up. But sometimes all that chaos going around us, we take so much time trying to be fearless that it blocks us from being able to make the connections that we want to make. Okay.
Makes sense.
And because of that, but even I should say, in spite of that, our spirits are, you really can't see it because of the screen. Our spirits are manifesting. And then 2 cards flipped out for this one, and it says our humans are trying to voice our confidence. Trying to keep, so we're talking ourselves up as well. And sometimes that's a little hard, but we still keep trying it. And they're saying what we really need to do is have a frequency shift, because that makes us immune to all the chaos that's around us.
And how do you shift your frequency? I think by following your bliss. I think doing something like dancing or being out in nature, a little meditation.
Singing, if you happen to be
playing an instrument. Yeah, I agree. And we need to do that a lot. What you looking at?
Did you see what White Dragon said Japan did for snow?
In Japan, they got over 12 feet. That's a lot of snow.
Now, I've been where they had drifts of 12 feet, but not just 12 feet of snow.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. But anyway, getting back to that, we need to keep our frequency up. If we can do that, then all those other things, we don't have to do them, and we don't have the problem of getting bogged down. It's going to make us immune to all the chaos that's around. I mean, it'll be a lot easier to observe it rather than get into it.
I just disengaged from anything that would tell me, because it really it upsets me, and I don't want to pay any attention. So we're going to talk about something else tonight. We're going to go to the 7 Hermetic principles. And I love these because they're really the same thing as the 12 universal laws. They're basically the same thing, but they were put into 7. And the 7 principles actually are kind of interesting because they're based on the planets. And I couldn't get into the planetary part of it because it would have made the show too long. But I thought it was fascinating that that's actually that the planets are involved as well. And part of their naming is involved in the Hermetic principles. So I know. I love this picture. It's a terrible background, but you're going to have to suffer through Laura Nunsinger because I just fell in love with the colors and the energy that's flowing from those two people.
All the way through.
The planet, the trees, the ground. I just thought it was an incredible picture. So we're going to have to deal with it as a background because I fell in love with it. So let's get started, you guys. Hermeticism is a philosophical and spiritual tradition that emerged in ancient Egypt and Greece. So much happened in Egypt. It teaches a path to salvation as taught by the legendary spiritual master Hermes
Trismegistus.
Trismegistus.
Just the way it's written. That's
that?
the way they pronounced it.
I went to the website. How do I pronounce for that?
Yeah.
Trismegistus.
Trismegistus.
Okay. Anyway, according to legend, Hermes was a divine teacher living in Egypt who possessed immense knowledge and wisdom. Hermes is often called the father of wisdom or the greatest philosopher and is credited with authoring a series of texts known as the Hermetica, such as the Corpus Hermeticum and the, I didn't look up that word, Asclepius. These texts explore the nature of reality, the relationship between humanity and the divine, and the path to spiritual enlightenment and salvation.
Mm-hmm.
Can you read that? Can you read the...
Sure. Hermes Mercurius Trismegistus, master of all arts and sciences, perfect in crafts, ruler of the three worlds, scribe of the gods, the keeper of the books of life, Thoth Hermes Trismegistus, the 3 times greatest, the first intelligence, was regarded by the ancient Egyptians as the embodiment of the universal mind.
Interesting picture, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was too.
With all the skulls and the bones and the arrows and
everything.
Yeah, everything. I think that is just a crazy picture.
So legend has it that in ancient holistic Alexandria, the Egyptian god Thoth, god of magic, enlightenment, and the world of power, was fused with the Greek god Hermes of communication and wisdom. And in Egyptian texts, the name Thoth had a triple title, something like great, great, most great God. In Greek, Thoth was translated to Hermes. But in order not to lose the association with the Egyptian god, the title Trismegistus was added to form Hermes Trismegistus. The Hermetic tradition represents a non-Christian lineage of Gnosticism.
Gnosticism is right.
Gnosticism, which is the name for a variety of ancient religious ideas and systems dating back to the 1st and 2nd centuries AD. Now, the pursuit of Gnosis means the pursuit of empirical knowledge pertaining to spiritual ministries.
All righty. The surviving writings of Hermeticism are known as the Corpus Hermetica, which is composed of a series of letters from a master, Hermes, wherein he tries to enlighten his disciple. These letters were lost to the Western world after classical times, but survived in the Byzantine libraries. In the 15th century, the letters were rediscovered and translated into Latin by the court of Cosimo de' Medici. Is that how you say Medici? Medici. Grandfather to Lorenzo de' Medici, the patron of Leonardo da Vinci and several other Renaissance artists. These letters were so influential during that time, they acted as a catalyst in the development of the Italian Renaissance thought and culture. Inspired by this wave of innovation, these timeless principles were resurrected again by the Freemasons and showed up in the teachings of the American revolutionaries. Isn't that interesting? Hey, Leah.
So over time, the 7 Hermetic principles were passed down by word of mouth from teacher to student, and eventually, one day in the early 20th century, the teachings were compiled into a book called the Kabbalah, written by 3 initiates. And today they remain an occult source of wisdom, separate from any real religion, but powerful nonetheless. Here are the 7 principles and how to apply them in your life. And we'll go through each one individually. So, the first one is the principle of all mentalism.
Of mentalism.
So it says, the all is mind, the universe is mental. And that's from their book, Kabbalah. Now, the principle of mentalism states that the universe is akin to a mental projection. The is.
That sounds like.
It's like Manifestation 101.
Yeah.
Which is all about using our thoughts to shape our reality. For anything to be, a thought must precede it. Through this principle, it's believed that God is consciousness or thought, and the universe is a manifestation of the mind of God. Using this law, we too can harness the power of our minds to create the life we want. Manifestation, guys.
How to apply this whoops. I just lost it. Where did it go? Just a minute. I literally lost my rundown. What's the number? 2, 3,
9. Are you looking for the
320? Rundown. It just disappeared off my.
Okay, it's 329. Yeah.
Okay, just a minute. This is crazy.
I've got to tell you, computers have been doing the weirdest things. I opened up where it usually opens up right to the page of where I'm at, and it had gone completely through the year to the next year. And I'm going, what?
Okay, I'm back. That is so weird. Okay, are we on
number 9?
Thank you. How to apply it. Consider the initial thought that led you to be able to read this on whatever device you're on, or even the thought that is most influencing your mood right now. When we recognize how much our thoughts manifest every day, whether internally as a physiological or emotional state, or externally as the things we do or the places we go, we see that when we control our mind, we control our lives. We can get better at this through spiritual practices such as meditation and mindfulness, which help us train the mind. So it's a matter of whenever you hit that negative thought, bring it back around to something positive, right?
Right.
Okay, then we have the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. The Kabbalion. The principle, we've heard all this quote before, but maybe you never knew it was Hermes that coined it. I did not know that.
It's closely related to the first principle of mentalism and states that what we hold in our thoughts and mind will become our reality. It explains that many planes of existence, including those of lower and higher vibrational frequencies, and how they're connected, that's what it's all talking about. And so how do we apply it? Applying this law is about understanding our connection to the world around us and how we're showing up for ourselves and the universe through our thoughts and subsequently our actions. When we have a firm grasp on how we're interacting with life and how it's affecting us, we can recognize and break patterns, live in alignment with our highest good, and feel harmonious with everything that there is.
I love that. The next is the principle of vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. The Kabbalion.
Kabbalion.
Kabbalion is how it's said. Kabbalion. The principle of vibrational states that all things, both physical matter and spiritual energy, hold a certain vibration. Basic science tells us atoms are are in constant motion, as is the universe itself. Even our hearts, as they beat, give off different vibrations depending on our emotional state. And when we're vibing high, we're able to avoid low level frequencies that don't serve us. So, how do we apply it? This will look different for everyone, but to apply this principle, we want to not only do things, but think thoughts that allow us to be in a state of ease where our body is vibrating at a more positive level. Applying the first two principles can help us start to do this. You might be noticing all of these principles are deeply interwoven.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like with the card reading, it's like raise your vibration, keeps you away from the other stuff. So with the principle of vibration, we acknowledge that we have the power to control our vibration rather than our vibration controlling us. We can. It's like the difference between our decision to do something and everybody else's decision to make us do something.
Right.
So, and then next we have the principle of vibration.
Oh, what? It's the principle of polarity. I screwed up the. It's fine.
Okay, that's okay. We'll get that one later. Principle of polarity. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pairs of opposites. Remember that Earth is the only place that duality actually works. So, like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truths are but half-truths. All paradoxes may be reconciled. The principle of polarity explains that seemingly opposite things are actually one and the same at varying degrees. A simple example of this is hot and cold. Cold is just the absence of heat, and they're both one thing, temperature. Physical matter.
That's true, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, there's still temperature. Physical matter and spiritual energy are the same thing, with spiritual energy vibrating at a much higher level, such that it can't be perceived by our senses.
Like love and hate are two ways of experiencing the same thing, a relationship towards something. This is the foundation of alchemy, or the ability to transmute our experiences at will. How do we apply this principle of polarity? It takes a degree of mental stamina and involves shifting the way we look at something completely on its head. Take the hate you may feel for someone. Is there any way you can shift it to feelings of love? For example, anytime a lower vibrational emotion is bringing you down, can you recognize it, feel it, and transmute it to a more positive one? The example I like to give is I really detest the tangerine, but I send love to the tangerine and all involved, unconditional love and unity consciousness, because those people that we don't care for, that we feel are doing harm to other people, they need love more than anything. They're the ones that didn't get enough love when they were little, when they were children. So, and that can go from one life to another.
And I also wanted to say, if you think about it, all these movies that we go see, how many times have they actually said that love is akin to hate? They actually say that in movies. It's not a new principle where people can go from one to the other extreme, because it's all in emotion.
Well, how many times have you gotten mad at your spouse and gone, I fucking hate you? But the other end of it is that you really love this person too, even though they pissed you off to the point you want to kill them.
It's okay, I hate to say it, but it's a lot like when my father was alive. A love-hate thing, both of us.
Yeah.
So, it's still emotion.
You're right, Leah. Forgiveness is for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Next, we have the principle of rhythm.
Exactly.
Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tide. All things rise and fall. The pendulum swing manifests in everything. The measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left. Rhythm compensates. The Kybalion. Closely related to the
Whoa, whoa,
principle
whoa,
of
whoa.
polarity.
Can I
What?
go on from there?
Yeah.
No, I mean, can I read on from there?
Am I reading you? I'm reading yours.
Blue, right?
Sorry. Go ahead.
I didn't want to interrupt that. That was an important point.
I was just so into it.
interrupt that.
So let me turn it back over to you how to apply it.
Okay, so closely related to this principle, or the principle of polarity, the fifth principle states that between the opposing poles there exists an inherent rhythm. The tide moves in and out. We inhale and exhale. Everything is in motion. Nature has its seasons, and so too do we. Not just females have seasons, men have seasons too. They're just different timing.
True.
Okay. Understanding this principle allows us to recognize our lives and our universe's natural rhythms so that we can actually work with them rather than having them working against us. So, how do we apply it? Know that nothing lasts forever and things are ever changing. So, if you're going through a rough patch, remember it's going to stop sometime, it'll get better.
Thank God.
Okay. And as we get deeper into working with this law, we'll be able to work with our own emotional states to avoid dramatic pendulum swings of feelings. Try becoming more aware of your emotional state and using polarity, which is another one of them, and rhythm to start getting more comfortable with the natural fluxes in your life. For me, I can tell when they happen, I'm going, it's not going to last forever. It's going to get better. And it always
I've gotten
does.
better at riding the waves, like riding the crest of it rather than all the dips. It's
Right.
fun to ride the crest of it. So, oh yeah, this sucks, but it's going to be over.
Sometimes
this is great, but this is only everything's temporary. Everything changes. There's
everything
nothing.
changes, even our life in Key West.
Yep, it sure did.
Yeah.
Okay. The principle of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. The Kybalion. Everything is connected through the principle of cause and effect. For each cause of one thing is merely the effect of something else, going back to the very beginning. Ask yourself, are you a cause? Are you an effect? This principle is all about acknowledging the effects of our thoughts and behavior and how we may change them to bring about greater effects. We have to keep flipping them from our human heading down the rabbit hole of darkness because that's the way we're programmed. Oh no, the world is in, but it's not. And we have to refocus on our fifth dimensional being of positivity. And that's the magic. That's what makes things happen.
We need to be the cause. We can't watch all the chaos around and get so uptight about it all, because that means we're an effect.
Yeah, absolutely. I like this from Leah. Life is like a steering wheel. Sometimes it's white knuckle and sometimes it's let go entirely. That's good, Leah. It's true.
Love it.
Okay, then the seventh.
No, you want to finish 6?
Oh, I thought you did. Sorry.
No, the 7th one. No, you did. And many times.
Go ahead. Many times we find ourselves reacting to the world around us, trapped in a back and forth of reacting to our circumstances rather than forging our own path. When we take action to get the effect we want, we move from feeling like a victim to feeling empowered. And I hate feeling like a victim. I refuse to be a victim. I hate to be a victim.
And
okay. Next.
We have the principle of gender, and only on the earth do we have the principle of gender.
True.
Gender is in everything. Everything has a masculine and feminine principles. Gender manifests on all planes, says. The seventh principle states that all things have masculine and feminine qualities, and that's true. The two sexes can be thought of as a physical manifestation of this principle. But as we're all coming to understand on an internal level, all of us hold both energies.
Of course.
Think the left and right brain. Masculine and feminine energy exist in not only the physical plane, but the mental and spiritual plane as well. And if you think about the brain, they always considered feeling, art, and creation. That's more feminine, whereas science and math, that was more negative. I mean, more masculine.
That's that was a Freudian slip I ever heard.
Yeah. But anyway, that's how it was explained when I was working with that stuff. The unity of these two energies is essential for a creation. And when they have a balance of both, they're better able to apply all the principles together for maximum benefit. Believe it or not, they have tests where you can decide what percentage of brain is left brain and what percentage of brain is right brain. I'm very fortunate. Mine's pretty even. But those brain, it really shows.
But yours is definitely leans to the right. Mine leans to the left.
Yeah, I have 51 right, 49 left.
And I'm like 51 left.
Left. There you go. We're all different. So how do we apply this? We accept all the parts of ourselves and understand that balance in all is key for self-mastery. Buddha called this the middle way, and it's all about the balance of masculine and feminine, of heavenly and earthbound, and of the mind, body, and spirit. So when we can achieve this balance within ourselves, we're well equipped to harness all of these principles and use them in our lives for good.
And this is a little chart on how you can do it. Use these principles on a daily basis. While I read the last part of this, these principles run very, very deep, and it can take a long time for us to fully understand and embody them. But each time we come back to them, we understand them in a new way on a deeper level. In time, these principles can help us master our own mind and our life as well. The principles offer practical wisdom for navigating life's complexities. Whether you're looking to improve relationships, enhance your personal growth, or manage stress, these principles provide a framework for understanding the forces in the universe. Applying them can create more harmony, balance, and success in our lives. It's important to realize that you have great inner power to create the life you dream of. By focusing our attention on what we want rather than on what we don't want, mindfulness is a bridge that connects this ancient wisdom to our everyday life, enabling us to live more consciously, harmoniously, and balanced. That's so important. We can't take the garbage with us. We have to let go of it. We have to get balanced for our 5D world.
And so much of the time we say, a lot of the cards that we draw or that come out always say balance. We need to balance.
Yeah. So can you read this? Using the principles to manifest your desires. The principle is minimalism. Go ahead. You do it.
Visualize your goals in detail and repeat affirmations. For correspondence, create a vision board that represents what you want. For vibration,
I love vision boards. They're fun to make.
Yeah. Well, I enjoy them simply because what I really want, I can't find pictures of, so I just draw it. So vibration.
You can draw.
Yeah, it is. Vibration. Practice gratitude and raise your vibration with positive thoughts and actions. Dance like nobody's watching. Sing along with songs. Polarity. Accept the good and bad in life and look for the lessons in challenging situations.
I like the way they put challenging situations, but it's true. It's true.
true.
We have to look at the
Why
lessons.
did this happen? It's
Mhm.
like after I had known certain number of men, and I'm going, no, this is not going to work. I'm going, why am I still getting this? What am I missing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rhythm. Set realistic goals and create a plan to achieve them while also being flexible and adaptable.
I think that is a big key. You have to be flexible and adaptable, because if you make plans, I guarantee you spirit's gonna change them. It's just the nature of the universe. Whatever you really think, it seems like they got a surprise for you. So you do have it maybe they keep us on our path. They keep us
Yeah.
they guide us to where we need to go. And
I remember that when I was in my 40s, and I was not really into spiritualism at the time, but I was watching one minister, and he said, everything gets to be going. You think you got things going pretty good. And then the world, when you turn in your 40s to 50s, they finally said, time to work on you.
so
And
true.
boy, do you find out.
Find out a lot of things, don't you?
Yeah. And then there's cause and effect. Take actions that align with your goals and make adjustments if necessary.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't be tunnel vision. Don't use tunnel vision. You
Yeah,
need
you're
to.
not allowed to use those tubes. you know. So, gender, embrace your masculine and feminine qualities and seek balance in your relationships and interactions with others.
Yep.
And that makes a
I
big
hope you guys took a screenshot of those, because I think those are really simple and
and
easy to
helpful.
follow.
and,
Definitely
and
helpful.
much easier than trying to learn the 12 laws.
Yeah, I like 7 as opposed to 12. Hey, Akila, how are you doing? Rush, welcome. I don't remember seeing you here before, and lovely to have you. Hi, Garnet, how are you doing? I think I caught everybody. Great. Okay. We have a big weekend, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that presentation. I hope it makes sense to you, and I hope you can apply it somewhat in your life. If you can always come back and take a screenshot of those quickies. I really like those. Please hit the like button. We really appreciate that. And subscribe if you haven't. That always helps the algorithm. And Saturday, we have 2 wonderful shows. We have Sun Psychic Jean at 2
3.
p.m. Oh, no, 3 p.m. our time. Jean's 3 p.m. our time. And then Tales with Terry is at 6 p.m. Mountain time. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific for Terry, and Sun Psychic Jean 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific for Sun Psychic Jean. And we haven't had her, and I'm telling you, these 2 ladies mean so much to me and have really helped in part of my growth, and certainly me learning about StreamYard when I first started. I knew nothing, and Sun Psychic Jean was a ton of help back then. And then we have on Monday, we have the Wisdom Circle, and that's Terry again. And she's going to talk about the different things you can do with the Akashic Records. And she is really delving into the Akashic Records and has spent a ton of time studying with her guides, the Akashic Records. So that should be a really great show. That's Monday at 4:00 Eastern. And then Tuesday, we've got Heather doing another remote view, and this time it is on, I've forgotten.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's under the surface of the earth because it's everything in.
Internal. I can't believe I've even been researching this. It's Agartha, or inner earth, or what goes on where in inner earth. So that, I think that's going to be really fun to find out. Of course, I've already gotten a little bit of information from her, but it only makes me more curious. So that, yeah, inside Earth, where she's gonna a remote view what we think of as Agartha, And I think there's much more than what we think of as Agartha. Now, for those of you that don't know what Agartha is and don't know anything about Inner Earth, I actually posted a video on our post page on our YouTube channel, what used to be the community page. I was watching it, this fascinating video on it this afternoon. So I posted that. So anybody that wanted to get a little bit of knowledge before the show can do that. Click on that link and watch that show. Heather has promised not to look at it.
I
And she
never
knows
look at any of that
nothing
stuff.
about what I research. She knows nothing about what I research until that Monday or Tuesday when she lets us know. Admiral Byrd is part of this. Definitely. Admiral Byrd's trip is part of this. And it's involved in that video I put on the link in
And the fun
community.
part for me is that I find out during the show what she's found, and I'm going, okay, that takes care of that. Yeah, I saw that. You know, so it kind
Or
of
you completely debunk the whole thing. Everything I hear, you completely debunk it. Like, you know, the Egyptians say there's absolutely nothing under the pyramids that hasn't been found. Nothing here, nothing to see, when we know damn good and well there's all kinds of stuff down there already.
I know, it's just interdimensional.
They can't find it because
No, not supposed to.
Their vibration isn't high enough. Humanity's vibration isn't high enough, right?
That's right.
So
it will all come clear eventually.
Probably after I'm dead and gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Famous last words, White Dragon. Okay. You want to read some cards? We've got 20 minutes to read cards. Who would like their cards read today? I wonder if I should use this deck. Sometimes it's fun. It's priceless. We'll see. Maybe I have the deck of character, which I think is really fun. Okay. Yay. Cards for Aquila, cards for Leah, cards for White Dragon. Rush, I'm not sure if you're saying totally because you want cards or not. I'm not quite sure what that totally is. I'm going to be using for the Love of Dragons, Sacred Earth Oracle.
And I tell you as I go along, because sometimes I'm told use that deck or use the, you know, just depending on who it is, I get messages to which one I'm supposed to be looking through, or one or two along with some others that I do. So
I do the same.
Yeah.
I do the exact same thing, but it's usually the 3 decks I've already picked, but I already have the 2 others. Okay. We've got White Dragon, Leah, Aquila. Okay. I think Rush,
Leah, yes.
Rush, Leah, do you want your cards read? Beltane, got Beltane. And everybody that I got your emails that you sent for your addresses, and hopefully for the cards that we gave away last week. I will get those in the mail tomorrow.
Send me that list too. Nobody's emailed
Nobody's
me
emailed you. Well, yours have not emailed me, but your people's. We'll see. I'll give you the list. I'll send you the list just in case, but I think they're all mine. Okay. Yep. She wants it for her employment. She still hasn't found a job. It's okay. The right one is coming. I know the right one is coming. Okay. We're going to start with Aquila. Somehow the way I start him, White Dragon isn't the first.
Oh, wasn't first. Okay.
It's just the way I start him. Don't worry about it. White Dragon will survive.
That one, this one.
Okay. Aquila's going to be first.
Okay.
Oh, I love that Black Panther Aquila. Beautiful. I hope your wild kitty's doing well.
No.
I hadn't scheduled our guests for the end of March because I thought I was going to be gone. So I may
Now it's
have to, yeah, another month.
Hmm.
Interesting. This is a
Huh.
new deck. It's taken me a minute. Sorry, guys.
Well, two cards came out with one on one of the things, and I was told throw that one back, and that's what I'm doing. But I've got the other ones. So basically, they're talking about the new things for you to do. They're called new blueprints. They're also talking about partnerships and legal things like contracts. And I'm getting that this contract is not necessarily on Earth, that it may be a contract dealing with new blueprints, but it's across the veil. You're working back and forth between them. And this is the tree of wisdom. You can't hardly see her because it's all in green, but she's a dryad, and she's supposed to help you navigate through these contracts and things. So she's going to be there kind of like an intermediary between you here on earth and the contracts that you're forming above. You're making some new contracts. So and it's new things for you. That's why it's new blueprints. I don't know if you'll totally be aware of this is happening mostly when you're asleep, but she's working in between you and them to try to get the contracts the way that need to be for both of you guys. Okay, does that make sense? That's the first time I've ever had something that big. But yeah, there things are coming up new for you, and like I said, you're making some new contracts. I remember. Okay, that makes sense, Akila. Okay, just today your mind went to dream where the veil was super thin. Yes, and she's working with you and others on the other side to form this contract. And just so you don't think you're the only one that's done that, I have a feeling I wasn't supposed to be here right now. I made a new contract to extend my stay. I wasn't ready to go back. Does that make sense?
It sure does. And it actually does with what I've got too. Interesting. The first thing I got was new birth guarded vigilantly. New birth guarded vigilantly. And that is talking about a new dream that comes to mind, something that you have you started the process, and they are talking about going into meditation absence. And absence is just the quietness when you can quiet your mind. It's just meditation, and they're asking you to meditate and quiet your mind. And then I got, and I'm going to read this, Akila, because haven't received this card before. I got the evaluator, and this is a little. They look like fairies to me, with the dragons on these cards. And the evaluators don't measure how valuable you are by the way you're treated. Like a dragon, you didn't sign up to be easily understood or constantly approved of. And as a psychic medium, I know damn good and well we've all had issues in that area. You're a unique and complex individual requiring love and understanding from self first and foremost. When your path starts to feel daunting or overwhelming, remember you came here to help heal the planet. You're rewriting life's story, healing your ancestors, unlearning the stifling rules of suffering and selflessness. You're also giving dragon energy a whole new place in this world by learning to roar and to fly. Your value is non negotiable, as unique as any dragon scale and twice as shiny. That's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. So you just be you, and whatever plans that you've got, I would keep them under wraps for the most part until you're ready to show the world.
Right.
And I think that sounds wonderful. Okay. Next. I hope that resonates. She says, love the messages.
Good.
Okay. Leah's next, and we're going to see if we can't find out something about her job coming up. I know she's looking for a new job.
New job.
And she's had some interviews, but they just haven't turned out to be what she wants. Boy, these are slippery. I don't know if this is going to work or not. These are just flying everywhere. They're so slippery. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, you're going over here. Let's see what we got.
Well, what I've got you also got new blueprints, but this has to do with here. And that means that you're doing things that are new to you, that you're going to, because it says, welcome back. This is a new dawn. So it's when you find that job, it's going to be something different. And they're warning you not to take the temptation of taking just any job just because it's there. Okay. They're saying, be selective, get what you want, because then you're going to be happy with it. Okay. But they were warning you, just because you got asked to be there, double check that job, make sure that's the one you really want. Okay. They didn't give me any timetable. They just said you need to be careful. Don't take the first thing you get. Okay.
Well, that goes along with the dependability guard. Something that sounds too good to be true probably is. Choose dependability over grandiose promises. So I think that's careful. Listen and respect all points of view, but in the end, be true to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got release the dark wound and let love live. This is asking you to do the shadow work so that you can give yourself some grace. Forgive yourself and others and give yourself some grace. There's something still there that's interfering with relationships, is what I'm getting anyway. But regarding the new job, I love this. The idea hatcher came up. I love this card. Isn't that brilliant? I love these dragon cards. I'm going to read this one because it goes with what you said. You have to plant a lot of dreams, given that you never know which one is going to hatch. So let yourself have the ideas without restrictions of practicality. When you let yourself dream big and plant wide, your chances of hatching grow exponentially. This moment urges you not to judge or criticize any particular option. Let yourself play with all the potential, considering all ideas. You never know which one you're going to manifest. So I think that's lovely. Dream big, pay attention, trust your gut.
Right. Don't just take the first thing out there.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Illumination Portal. Welcome,
Unless it's
Valerie.
exactly what
Nice
you
to
want.
see you. I like dependability, she says. She's been through a lot of work trauma.
Yeah.
And she's been oh, good for you. I've been practicing without expectation. Fantastic.
Good job.
Okay, here we go, White Dragon. But I looked at the cards of character. I forgot to tell you, Leah. And I got a flower. And to me, a flower means you're going to have good luck. You're going to get the job that you need. That's good for your soul. Just saying. Hi, White Dragon. It's good to see you, Illumination Portal.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here. If you want a card, let me know because we've got time. I think we've got how many more? 3 more. 2 more. We already did, Leah. How's life in the skies, White Dragon? Let's just throw the whole deck down. Okay, you got it, Val. Sweet. I forgot my pillow and my back hurts.
I understand that feeling. Wow,
that's great.
Okay, how's that go? Okay, you're really, really, really busy doing some things, but they're saying that there is some action needed on your part. And I think that action has to do with there is also some kind of transformation going on for you. And it's that transformation, it's for your highest good. And so I think they're wanting you to embrace it, but it all has to do with the earth chakra. Okay. And it says initiation. So there's stuff that is starting for you that has to do with the earth, but they're also trying to help you with some transformation that's going to help you with that, but you need to take some action towards it, if you understand that. Okay.
Okay. first, I've got this beautiful crone with her peacock and her owl, and it says visions of life beyond death. Sacred vision is awakening within you, and you're blessed with the ability to truly to see what is real rather than what appears to be. And it goes right along with the next card, which is clarity. Because of this new energy that you're getting, this new sacred vision that's coming to you, your clarity is going to increase. Wait a minute. All soon clears, heals, and is resolved. Peace ascends within you like a glorious bud opening to the surface. Realization comes in a dazzling flash, and you will see the world and your soul as blessed as they truly are. Follow love to the peaceful space inside your heart, your power center, from which all is possible and all available. And then the last card I got was the spiral. And you know that the dragon path isn't a straight line, it's a spiral. You continually come back to the things you thought you understood in order to see a deeper truth. So true. Do not judge where you are on the spiral. Sometimes you quest up the spiral and sometimes down, but both directions keep you moving forward as you seek wisdom and understanding. Don't be afraid to revisit lessons you thought you'd already learned. Like a spiral, you're unending and ever evolving. Oh, yeah. It does.
Those go right
onions. We just peel one layer at a time with those things.
Mm-hmm.
Your Arcturian crest is the spiral. Oh, that is beautiful.
And they all go along with that transformation because it's in your higher good.
Yeah.
Help you with, and that makes a lot of sense. And it does have to do with Earth. So
beautiful. Okay, who do we have next? Rush. Okay, we've got Rush next.
Rush.
I wish they could see the cards better in on the camera.
It's different.
The green screen.
When I redo this setup, I'm going to try to get the other camera to work so I can point it down so they can see it without the green screen.
Yeah, that would be so much better.
Yeah, then you can see them better.
The Giver. I hope everybody's having a lovely Tuesday night. Our weather here was so beautiful. I had to take Sassy out for an extra walk because it was just so lovely.
For a change, I didn't have to put boots on mine.
I know, right? Sassy only used her boots twice, but definitely helped when it was super cold here.
Yeah, the sidewalk gets so cold that Zena will walk for so far and then she'll just stop and hold a paw up and just look at me like, help. Help. And I carry her back.
So smart to do that.
Yeah, she is. And she just stops there and holds a paw up like, okay, now it's time to carry me.
Sassy's not that clever, I don't think.
Well, you can't carry Sassy anyway. She's too big.
I've actually been having to pick her up to put her in the car. She's 69 pounds.
She's heavy.
She is heavy as hell.
Mine is lucky if she's 7 pounds. I can handle her.
I know, right? Okay, let's see what we've got here. 36, the Giver.
Not that one, this one. Okay.
Okay. So the first thing I got was the owl. The first card I got was an owl. Be the hunter, not the hunted. Don't let others tell you how to live your life. Stand in your power. Connect to your heart through meditation. And meditation can be a walk in the park. Meditation could be a dance. Meditation can be playing music. Meditation can be in a number of different ways, as long as you can find that silence. But stand in your power. Don't be the hunted. Don't be the prey. That's what that card's all about. And go into silence, maybe just to find your voice. And then I got the giver, and I just love, I love these damn dragon cards. Can you see it better if it's there? No, it's green, but it's the giver. We are all givers and receivers, designed to take part in the grand reciprocity on the wheel of life. And this moment on the wheel has turned toward giving. What are you willing to offer in this moment? What can you give away that is an offering from your fullness rather than a sacrifice from your emptiness? That's really important, to give from fullness, not from sacrifice, because that's kind of like giving from lack. This is an act of conscious giving, to have filled up your own cup of belonging and empowerment, so that in your overflow you have much to offer. Be it wisdom, kindness, support, or a material item, now is time to give from your cup of plenty. That's nice. I hope that resonates. What we got going on?
I just had really good cards for the first one. It says, is talking about the void. They're saying it's time for you to just pull back a little bit, rest, and pause. Because they're talking about a successful project that you've had, or something that you've been doing that's may change things for you in your career just a little bit, but it's all with the victory. So everything you've done, it's achievements and success. These things go together really, really good. They're saying, okay, you've been working hard and it's been a successful, but now it's time to take back just a little bit and relax a little bit. So,
oh, that's good cards.
Really good cards.
Okay. And Rush says, definitely in the replenishing mode. Okay. And then we have Beltane. Oh, righty.
Beltane.
And she gave me her name, and I've forgotten what it is. It's written down over here. Hi, Beltane. Welcome tonight. Okay. You're welcome, Rush. Isabel. Oh, I love that name. That's a beautiful name.
Okay. I keep most of my cards next to me. When you see me moving, it's because I've been told do a different deck here. So.
How are you, Randy? Yes, some would say dragons. Randy, I'm a dragon freak. I love these bloody cards. They just really spoke to me. And I got them through Illumination Portal Valerie. She's the one, she had them in practice one day. And I was like, oh my God, like I need another deck of cards. But this one will never leave. I love this deck. Okay. Get out of your head and into your heart. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. This is asking you to get out of your head. Go to your heart. Try to connect your heart with your higher chakras. Go into silence. Meditation, it helps us get out of our head and into our heart. Find that unity between your heart and your mind. And Mother Earth. Mother Earth is here to help you. And she is asking for you to send your, I don't want to say negative energies, She wants you to shake it off and send it down to her. Whatever's bothering you, whatever is, uh-oh, I lost her. Whatever is bothering you, send it to Mother Earth and she's going to take care of it. And then go out and play. Find a playmate. Find somebody to go out and play. Let your inner child out. You're too damn serious. Here she is. Hello.
I told you these computers are being absolutely crazy right now.
They are. They are. So get out of your head. Find a way to meditate and connect with your mind and your heart. And ask Mother Earth for help. She's here to help you, and she wants to take your stress, your worries, all that stuff, send it to her, and then go out and play. And playing helps get rid of the negative vibes. It helps get rid of the worry, especially with these solar flares coming in. Yes.
And
we're going to get hit hard. So hunker down, feel the love, and take care of yourself.
Yeah, there's so much stuff. Be there a second. There was the first card that came up, it's a dragon card. And its name is Grace. And basically what she's saying is, hey, stop. You are so much more than what you think. Quit belittling yourself. So, trust yourself.
Give yourself some grace.
Exactly. And that's what they're saying, is that you are so much more than you know you are. And you also bring, this is all in yellow, so you can't sell, except for the bumblebee. And it has to do with joy and happiness. That's what you bring everybody, especially your friends. It says union, it says friends. And I don't know if you're committed to somebody, but if you are, they're saying, this is so good for you. And you bring so much joy. You're so much more than what you think and what you believe that you can do to help others with their joy. So they're saying, cut yourself some slack. You are terrific. And those friends of yours, they love you to death.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love those.
So they're saying, hey, give yourself some credit. You really know what you're doing. You got so much more than what you're allowing everybody else to see. Okay? Including yourself.
So, Isabel, stand in your power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let your freak flag fly. Be yourself.
I mean, this is the first deck they made me go back to. It's a dragon deck, but they said she needs this one. So,
all righty. Thank you for asking the question.
Yes,
Isabel.
thank you.
And next we have Illumination Portal. Hello, Ms. Valerie.
Okay, what does she need?
Oh, I was already doing her cards while you were reading. So yours. So I love this. This is my creation card. This is build whatever the hell you want for our future. And thinking big outside your box. Dream a beautiful dream. Whatever it is that you want to focus on. Okay. Moderation's called for, and I'm getting that this is moderation in being in your head. Balance the time that you're in your head and the time that you're dreaming. Lately, you've been too much in your head, I'm getting. Yep. Get back to dreaming big. Get back to dreaming big. And then I've got the fairy tale first. Look at this precious little purple dragon. I just love these bloody cards. Okay, what number is that? 34. The fairy tale first. Einstein once said, if you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, Read them more fairy tales. Now is the time to let yourself sink into the wonder and imagination of a good tale. Also, it's time to remember that your life is a fairy tale. As a myth maker, it's your job to remember that impossible things happen every day and that once upon a time is really here and now. There's power in your true life fairy tale. Live your tale today so magically that even the dragons have a hard time believing it's true. I love that. That's brilliant. And you can read fairy tales to Raven, and that's another way of you reliving these fairy tales. It is reading them to your granddaughter. Oh, lovely. Okay, Miss Heather, if you're ready.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, they're talking about how important your family is to you. We didn't know that. Anyway, they're saying, hey, it circles around. Everything circles around. The circle of life is through your family. And they're saying that there are you're all going, you're circling around, but as you're circling around, you're going into higher realms and into the magic. So you're not the only one making this trip in your family. Your whole family is doing it. You're doing this together.
And I love the way you're doing this in a spiral.
Yeah.
It is. Everything is a spiral.
And the last one is Merlin the dragon. And what he's saying is what you're doing is the right thing. Keep going. Don't stop. Keep learning. Keep doing everything you're doing. So all of them going together. I mean, you're just moving around.
Spiraling up, as Randy says. I love that for you.
Yeah, exactly. Valerie. You're doing everything that you guys need to do what you need to do. So just keep going.
Fantastic. Nice cards, Val.
Yeah.
Really nice cards. All right. That's it for tonight. Everybody, thanks for being here and participating. We just love it. And we love reading cards for you. And it's a great way for me to spend Tuesday night. I really enjoy it.
It is.
So thank you very much for all of you being here. Please join us Saturday for Sun Psychic Jean at 2 p.m. Mountain. And then Terry Suzuki.
2 p.m. our time.
What? 2 p.m. our time, Mountain Time.
3. That's what you told me.
Okay. Oh my God. Look on our schedule.
Exactly.
I so suck at times. But anyway, she's at 3 and Terry Suzuki's at 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works. Okay. Anyway. And Illumination Portal says, thank you, Heather. Those are beautiful messages. Love to all you. Go out and shine your light. Stand in your power and let your freak flag fly.
And take care of you.
Take care of you and send out lots of love to the planet and all those that are being horrible because they need it the most. And I find it very difficult sometimes, but practice makes perfect.
Exactly.
I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Until next time. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone.